Okay, so we're back once again, and this time we are tackling the Warg pens, and we're going to do it on Tier 1 after the Tier 2 fiasco that was Sword Halls.
What? We did it fine. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're
but we totally did it off camera afterwards, you know,
Yeah.
it was really easy.
Totally didn't get all
No,
105s and...
no, totally didn't have the biggest repair bills this side of Mordor.
This time of the Battle of Minas Tirith.
Yeah. It would have cost less to replace the repair cost of every soldier in the Pelennor, I think. Right, so we're in the Warg pens. We have to make our way through past all the Wargs and stuff. The trick is going to be don't overpull stuff and slowly get through. So we can't do the challenge mode, which would be basically throughout the instance there are these piles of meat. I'm not sure if they're still going to glow for us on Tier 1. They might not even spawn on Tier 1. But if I see one, I shall point them out.
Yes, they do.
They do. Do they glow?
Hmm?
Not the barrels, the actual meat steaks on
Oh.
the floor.
No idea.
We need the barrels for the quest.
Oh, right.
I can interact with the campfire, but not do anything with it.
Yeah, Sam.
Right, so I don't think that the meat steaks will spawn, but they're usually like near a campfire. They will glow with like a green effect. But the idea is if you damage some of the wargs, they will decide to go and eat a steak if there's one nearby. And the idea is that you need to get a warg to eat every single steak in the instance, and it can be a bit fussy because they don't always do it, but usually once they start getting below 50% health they'll get hungry. There's 2 patrols coming in on you guys, watch out. Pull the black one. Right, just be careful because you might line of sight me a bit there. I've been feared.
Yeah.
Fear not, Paul. I've got you.
Fear not, pun intended.
Was punted.
Oh.
Okay, we've got
Seated.
screamy, shouty goblins coming from the next room. Right, this warg that's patrolling around will come near us, so we might need to retreat back to the bridge a bit when it gets a bit closer. I should probably get you both to focus target. Benji, come back here.
Hang on, I was just finishing that one up.
I think Riel might be alright, but Riel might want to move back a bit as well.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, that's alright. Okay, now you can pull him. Yeah, you don't want to try overpulling. Tier 1 is not too bad because they don't really hurt too much, but if you're doing this on Tier 2 or Challenge, especially as we've discovered without the extreme mitigations needed on Tier 2 at the minute. Okay, watch out for the guy on the left. Oh, we got... Oh, shit!
Good job.
Good job, guys!
I'm sound.
We weren't ready for that. I'll put down my stone that will die in about 2 seconds. I think the goblins have actually got very little morale, so they should die pretty quick. God, this guy's screaming his head off. Can you guys hear him?
Yep.
He's going nuts. I normally do that room last, but whatever.
You know what it reminds me of? Mad Max. You know, and they're just going absolutely nuts.
The goblins want to die shiny and chrome.
Yeah.
Yale's just ran off as usual. And then wonders why he doesn't get heals when he's out of range.
Well, you didn't come in range.
Yeah, because I can't move while I'm trying to do a bloody induction. Right, there is a barrel at the back of the room. Grab that. Do not go anywhere near the back door.
The Warg. The other side of it.
I prefer to walk around the path and come in the back door of this just so you can clear off all these patrolling mobs. Right, get these 2 guys on the left. And they're guarding another meat barrel. Yeah, generally, if you do this to get the meat scraps on the challenge, you want to basically, every time you see a meat scrap, try and slowly DPS the wargs until one eats. And if you can get them down to like 10% and they have shown no interest in getting that meat steak, they're probably not going to eat it. So you can then try with the next warg. But you want to try it with every warg that you can, just to avoid the case where you run out of wargs, which is unfortunate. Right, grab this barrel. Then we've got, I think it's 3 guys on the right, if I remember correctly.
Yes, there is.
No, we can't just take all 3, but if you wanted to be a bit more tactical, you could probably fear one or stun one.
To be honest, we should be all able to take 1 each.
Well, not if I'm having to heal you
No, I
two.
could heal you.
We've been AoE feared. Lovely.
We all came out in unison of the fear.
Okay, that's 19 out of 20 wargs. Now, got 2 on the left here. There was one patrolling around somewhere. I don't know where he's
It
gone.
was, I'm keeping an eye out
He's
for
right at the
him.
back, I think. On the back.
There we go, it's 20 out of 20. There we go, completed Wargs of Dolgadur. Okay, so this is the back room to where the goblins were screaming from, but we've already cleared that out. So we're good there. We've got 3 guys on the right, 2 wargs and a gobbo. The gobbo is 12k. One of the wargs is 6k, so when in doubt, just go for whatever dies quickest. Right, the patrolling warg is coming, but he's some distance away.
According to the last video, it's us.
Yeah. Right, here he comes. He's on his own. I'll just set him on fire, why not? There we go. How are we doing for strange meat? We've got 4 scraps already. There's some more indoors if we need it anyway. Right, there's going to be a couple of pools outside here. So 2 wargs dead ahead. And there's another group to the right, but you can enter this room safely as long as you don't run around too much. Go. Alright, 2 wargs, 2 goblins. Do not run past the barrier though, because that's the boss room. Okay, last warg. Right, this guy in here, the goblin is the main boss. He's got 2 warg friends that we want to kill as quickly as possible. Occasionally during the fight he'll wander off and wake up a warg, so whenever there's a warg around, kill the wargs first, then kill the boss, basically. Nothing too fancy about that. Whenever you guys are ready.
Bring it on! My pets grow hungry!
Oh dear. Let's just put a shield down early because you're taking a lot of bleeds there. And he's screaming his head off. It's very loud in my headset.
It's just a noisy neighbour, you know. Just get the police around and tell them to shut up.
How dare you! I'll make you pay for that!
There we go, so he's waking up one of his wargs.
I'll make you pay
He would have woken up one of his wargs. It's decided to have a line. This is a bug that sometimes happens. So that warg might not wake up at all, or it might decide to wake up at an inconvenient time. There we go. So he's woken up that one. Kill that warg as quick as possible. There's no point DPSing the boss, otherwise you'll just end up triggering another one. And we might accidentally get overwhelmed. But yeah, that one's staying asleep, but he's not going anywhere. So there we go, he's gonna... Oh no, I thought he was gonna get another one then. He's taking an interest in Benji.
Yeah,
I like how he's just got all these arrows poking out his chest.
it's fine. But when we only took 3, you know, this goblin must be quite hardy.
Yeah. Oh dear. Javiel's got his tickle power issue.
Oh yeah. Paying attention to that.
If you get a fellowship maneuver again, just go blue as usual.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you what I can, but you're probably spending it
Have
faster
we
than
been
I can
done
grip it.
blues? I didn't think
Yeah,
we'd been
I
doing
would
anything.
We've done one in the whole evening. Okay, the warg's up. That's the fourth Warg. Or would have been if the first one
Would have
had
been
actually
in the first
woken up.
one. It's just a teenager, you know. Just letting the light
Just
on.
sleeping in. To be fair, it's night time though. If it was a teenager, it should be up.
It's true. It's an elderly person. It's an elderly walk.
Yeah. Thankfully, he's nearly dead because our power's getting a bit low now.
You may have bested me, but you won't get past her.
Oh, it moved. Oh, I was going to tickle it. Right. Chest. It's not going to have anything particularly fancy now. Now we go indoors. Don't go running off though. There's a couple of side rooms. There are going to be a stealth Warg in each of the big rooms.
I got the art now.
Now, if we're lucky, we might see it. But there should be a stealth Warg in here somewhere. But it patrols around the edges of the room and then kind of like pokes its nose out the door, then goes around again in like a big circle.
We can handle it. There's three walks.
Yep, there we go. I've detected something in stealth. I can't see
Yeah,
him though.
I detected something as well.
Yeah.
There he is. You see him?
Can't see him.
Put him when he turns around. You can probably get him
Oh,
on his
there
own.
he is.
Yeah. Yes, I can't see him. And I'm just like, he's right there in front of you. I mean, we can on tier 1. It's easy enough to do all 4 anyway.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Just to illustrate the point that it can be done, and there is something there. So once we've done that, there is a meat scrap in here, and we need to activate the stone wheel to open the next gate. So we only need one of us to do it.
So you both got to do it.
Oh, I was there first. It's my wheel.
Unfortunately, you were.
Okay, so we can come through here, and then there's going to be another side room. Something else I should probably mention as well, we've got 4 meat scraps outside of the instance. We've got the last 2 inside here, so 1 in the first room, 1 in here. There is another stealth walk somewhere, but Rial doesn't care.
The lag, massive.
Yeah, you're about to have health lag massive as well. The skill lag's from the lethargia debuff from the yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're giving you massive attack duration from all the stacking debuffs there. I think I found him.
Yeah.
Okay, he's dead. I'll activate the wheel. That's the last meat scrap.
Oh yeah, meat scraps.
Now, there we go. Ding,
Right,
66. Now, if you've got all of the meat scraps so far, there are still some in the final boss room. But we don't have to worry about that, thankfully. Right, so don't go too far in. So, Cranklob is the main boss. There are...
What? You can't run through this here.
No, there's nowhere to go anyway.
I know, it's just just got to explore.
There are 3 groups of 2 wargs, so 6 wargs around the instance there. There would normally be 5 meat steaks on the floor in here, so if you're doing the challenge mode, you need 5 out of the 6 wargs to eat a steak and then kill them. And if 2 of them decide not to eat, you're buggered. But if you're doing it properly, taking it slow, they will eat them. You just might need to leave them on 10% health for ages, or low health anyway. Now in our case, we don't care about that, so we can just kill these wargs. Now we can pull them at any time during the boss fight, otherwise they will just zerg us at some point anyway, so we probably just want to kill them sooner rather than later. So I think the best bet is if Benji, if you just like focus those mini wargs while Rio tanks the boss,
Yeah, I should get
and
through
then
all of them pretty
hopefully he can keep the aggro off you once you come on the boss.
quick.
Okay. But yeah, if we were doing this challenge, someone can just tank the thing while the other person leads the wargs to the meat steaks. Helps if the players stood near the meat steaks as well. I think for the most part, Benji should hopefully be able to kill most stuff before he reaches him,
Pretty much.
which means I'm free to put loads of stuff in real. Now I can't remember exactly what this boss does, but it does do something special at 75, 50% and 25% of its morale pool. Can you remember what it is, Rio?
I can't.
I'm not sure it's like a big attack
I
or
never
something.
remember the first boss, to be honest with you, man, so...
Alright. Is that the last one?
Yeah, I didn't realise it was two at the back.
Right. Now we do get debuffed as well. 10% attack duration. So I think if you stand near the fire, it should remove at least one of the effects that you get, I think. Right. Has the boss become untargetable at any point, Meow?
Nope.
Not that I've noticed, but I'm not sure.
Doesn't seem to like Benji at the minute.
Yeah, I can't force taunt him just yet. Give me a few seconds.
For what it's worth. Yeah, so far so good. Maybe it only does it on the challenge mode then, is what maybe what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure if it's like a big frontal AoE attack or something like that. Oh, Benji's dead.
Yeah. Should be able to finish it. Oh, rails will knock up.
Not sure if it's too much stacking bleeds or something there, but I can keep Rio up. The question is, it's just not going to have much power.
Second one's gonna come off cooldown in a second. Res, Benji?
I can't combat rest.
I can't in combat.
Oh, you're Runekeeper, sorry. You didn't have...
You noticed?
You were meant to run and go. And you should have had DNF on him. Or
Those
on me.
statuses are stacking up quite a bit. Yeah, poison's not.
Really?
Poison's
Yeah, your
pretty
status
reasonable.
bar's quite full, Real.
Huh?
Your status bar's quite full.
Yeah, but that's...
Is it the bleed that's the nasty one? Oh, the bleed's about the same as well. Just half the duration per tick.
Oopsies.
I know, I'm coming.
Nope. You're probably more worried about than mine right now.
Ah, don't worry about my power, I'm fine.
Well, you weren't for a minute.
I'm fine. And give you a magic shield! Magic shield! Cool. All those statuses. Right. Give you another magic shield.
Don't worry.
More magic shields to rule them all. Hurrah!
Oh,
The beast is slain! Go completed to teach them a lesson. Go revive Benji. You can have some free loot. So the chest is at the back of the room here. Loads of hides actually. That might be useful. I'll probably use some Kalanard hides. Right,
That's
so
right, you were talking about them the other night, weren't you?
what have we got in here? Anything interesting? No, we don't. Some vague gloves. What are you trying to trade with me? Oh, okay.
Need them more
Right.
than I do.
Ah, I'm on fire.
That's...
Yeah, so that is Warg Pen's tier 1. Tier 2 is exactly the same layout. Everything just hits like a truck. And you have the option of doing the challenge mode to eat all the steaks inside the instance before you kill the boss. In which case you get a second chest with some slightly better loot. But yeah, that's it for the instance cluster in Mirkwood, because we're not doing the raid.